Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the cinematic dance scenes that made us wonder if someone had turned up the heat. Number 20. Wonderful World. Witness. John Book and Rachel are in a barn when Sam Cooke's Wonderful World starts playing on the radio, a small intrusion of the English world into the Amish one.
This is great. This is the best. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about science books. Don't know much about the French attitude.
Book, perhaps feeling a mix of connection and longing, extends his hand to Rachel, inviting her to dance. Despite their vastly different backgrounds, they're clearly drawn to each other, even if that attraction is complicated.
Love it.
Or maybe by being an A-student baby,
I can win your love for me.
Still, this moment shows a softer, more relaxed side of Book, while also highlighting Rachel's curiosity about the world beyond her own, and the pull Book has on her. Their differences don't disappear, but for once, they don't seem to matter. It's just the two of them, and everything else fades away.
but I do know that I love you.
Number 19. Por una cabeza. True Lies. Few things rekindle romance quite like a tantalizing tango.
All right, guys, come on. You guys better get serious in there.
Well, apparently a fake espionage mission that turns into a real one does the trick too. A year later, Helen and Harry are now both agents, and while attending a formal event, Por una cabeza starts to play. And really, who can resist the tango? Not these two. Even with fellow Agent Gibb reminding them they're here to work, not flirt, nothing can cut through their chemistry.
All right, guys, come on. National security, guys, come on. Life and death.
It's possibly more explosive than any immediate threat. Their moves are sharp, dramatic, completely in sync, and fully charged with heat. When these two tango, everything else gets left on the back step. The world can wait. Number 18. Be This Alive. Shall We Dance? The chemistry between John and his wife during that dance in the department store is absolutely off the charts. Luckily, John got plenty of practice with Paulina earlier on.
Argentina. Buenos Aires.
This is the moment he finally finds whatever was missing in his life, while Paulina rediscovers what made her fall in love with dance in the first place. Unlike other dances on this list that tell a love story between two people, this one is about using their connection to fall in love with the art itself. It's intense, passionate, and so electric, it's hard not to break a sweat just watching. The energy between them shows the incredible power dance can have. Number 17. A Soft Place to Fall. The Horse Whisperer. The romance between Annie and Tom has been building for a while, and even they can't deny it anymore. Unlike many dances on this list, this one isn't about choreography. It's about everything they want to say but can't.
You should know the reason why I called.
No big steps, no sweeping moves, just closeness, eye contact, and that unspoken wish to stay in this moment forever. Every glance, every tiny movement says more than words could. It's all restraint and emotion bubbling just under the surface. The chemistry's not loud, and it doesn't need to be. Instead, we get a masterclass in saying everything without actually saying anything. Honestly, you feel like you're intruding just watching them. It's so stunningly intimate.
To
Number 16. The Tango, Scent of a Woman. By now, we think we've established the power of dance, not just what it can help people express, but how it helps them rediscover themselves.
No mistakes in the tango, Donna. Not like life. Simple. That's what makes the tango so great. If you make a mistake, get all tangled up. Just tango on.
In this scene, Frank teaches Donna how to dance the tango. There's a lot of beauty in the imperfection here since Donna's never danced it before, but you can tell she feels safe in Frank's arms. As for Frank, he might be visually impaired, but his facial expressions show that this dance is practically therapy for him. The chemistry between these two strangers is incredible. Each uses the moment to tell their story and show that no matter what, life is about finding those special pockets that make it worth living. Number 15. The Ball Cinderella. There's a spark from the moment they meet on the dance floor.
They're all looking at you.
Believe me, they're all looking at you.
Their eyes lock, and there's this instant sense that they found exactly who they were meant to meet. As they glide across the floor, it feels like the crowd disappears. Every step brings them back together as if the choreography knows they're meant for each other. They move in harmony, fluid, effortless, and with plenty of tenderness, not to mention a chemistry that cuts through even with the spectacle of it all. He's captivated by her grace, she's drawn to his sincerity. For both, it's a moment of joy, hers for freedom, his from pressure. You can feel it in every step. Number 14. So Close Enchanted. As Giselle learns, the real world is nothing like a fairy tale, but that doesn't mean you can't still find little pockets of enchantment, which brings them to the ball.
So close, waiting here with you, and now forever I know.
This scene is bittersweet. Giselle and Robert are clearly in love, but they're both attached to other people. So instead, they let the dance say everything they can't. It's quiet, heartbreaking, and beautiful. For just a moment, they forget this is essentially goodbye.
Now you're beside me, and look how far we've come.
They dance inside a fantasy where it's just them, just this moment, and nothing's in the way. The chemistry feels pure, almost innocent. It's like Giselle's fairy tale outlook is spilling over, softening Robert's reality. And for a second, the world actually lets it happen. Number 13. A Lovely Night, La La Land. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone had tried and true chemistry going into La La Land. Their scenes in Crazy Stupid Love are hilarious. Here, they play Sebastian and Mia, two artists who reunite at a party months after they meet.
Can I borrow what you're wearing?
Why?
Because I have an audition next week. I'm playing a serious firefighter.
So you're an actress. I thought you looked familiar. Have I seen you in anything?
The coffee shop on the Warner Brothers lot. That's a classic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're a barista.
Their connection isn't immediate, at least not to them. It's only when they stop being sarcastic and start being genuine that they realize how hot and bothered they are for each other. This scene from La La Land had to be filmed against a real sunset, which allowed for a minimal margin of error. You wouldn't know it by watching them move together, though. They make it look like they were born to perform together. Number 12. The Best Things Happen While You're Dancing, White Christmas. The song title basically tells you everything you need to know.
If by chance their cheeks should meet while dancing,
proving that the best things happen while you dance.
This number is a gorgeous snapshot of Phil and Judy's playful courtship. We get a bit of everything, slow and sensuous, fast and flirty, and they're practically in sync the whole time. Judy looks like she's floating through a dream, and Phil cannot take his eyes off her. The beauty and elegance of every move is something else. But we're here to talk chemistry. These two have it in bucket loads. It's easy to forget this is a film. Their connection feels that real. We wish we could dance like them, but we'd happily settle for being twirled around the floor any day. Number 11, Shall We Dance? The King and I. Anna and the King have an interesting relationship throughout the movie, but this is where it reaches its climax.
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and.
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3, and.
Despite their differences, there's clearly a strong mutual respect between them, and you can feel that swell as they prance around the floor. It's only when they pause that it hits them that their feelings for each other go far beyond just professional. It's a beautiful moment where cultural divides and status don't matter. It's two people enjoying each other's company and creating total joy with every step. The King might not have a way with words, but with that passion and commitment, no wonder Anna's swept off her feet, as are we.
We'll do it again.
Number 10. You Were Meant for Me, Singin' in the Rain.
This is the proper setting.
Why, it's just an empty stage.
At first glance, yes. But wait a second.
One couldn't ask for a better dance partner than Gene Kelly. His extended number with Sid Charisse is a highlight of the 1952 musical masterpiece, Singin' in the Rain, but it's his chemistry with co-lead Debbie Reynolds that sells the whole movie.
You're like a plaintive melody that never lets me free.
They provide a masterclass in synchronicity as they twirl around the set of the studio during You Were Meant for Me. With blowing fans, soft lighting, and longing looks, it's already hard not to get swept up in the romance of it all. The scene is classic Hollywood, and Kelly and Reynolds are a particularly great pairing because they make it look effortless.
But I'm content. The angels must have sent you.
Number 9. The Ball, Pride and Prejudice.
So what do you recommend to encourage affection?
Dancing. Even if one's partner is barely tolerable.
Jane Austen's most famous heroine, Elizabeth Bennet, is determined to shirk social conventions and marry for love. She agrees, for some reason she doesn't understand, to dance with Mr. Darcy at a society ball.
I dare say you'll find him very amiable, is he?
It would be most inconvenient, since I've sworn to loathe him for all eternity.
Darcy is a man she swears she can't stand, but once they get on the dance floor, they trade cordially awkward quips and cryptic criticisms that are really just a heightened form of flirting.
Why do you ask such a question?
To make out your character, Mr. Darcy.
And what have you discovered?
Very little. I hear such different accounts of you as puzzle me exceedingly.
I hope to afford you more clarity in the future.
Keira Knightley and Matthew Macfadyen let the piercing glances and poignant silences between them do just as much talking. The dance may be slow and respectable, but the chemistry between this pair is undeniable. Number 8. Moonglow Picnic. The romance between a drifter named Hal and a small-town girl named Madge is dripping with sexual tension, but at first it's all under the surface. It isn't until they dance together that we see the extent of their passion. Seeing that the film came out in 1955, when eroticism was much more restrained, this sequence is pretty hot stuff. Actors William Holden and Kim Novak have a whole conversation without saying a word. As the scene goes on, they become closer and closer until they're finally slow dancing, eyes locked and bodies pressed tight against each other, framed by lanterns and the dark of the water.
Why can't you dance that way?
Number 7. Irish Dance, Titanic.
So you want to go to a real party?
Jack Dawson takes Rose DeWitt Bukater out of the stuffy but respectable first-class lounges and into the bowels of the RMS Titanic. They join a spirited party already in progress. As a band prepares to play an Irish tune, Jack pulls Rose up. Neither of them know the steps, but it doesn't matter.
Neither do I. Just go with it. Don't think.
Their reckless abandon as they fly across the room is like nothing the highborn Rose has ever done in public. And for all he's seen and done, Jack seems equally surprised at himself. She may be engaged to someone else, but with longing glances like this, she won't be for long. Number 6. A very spirited dancer, The Mask of Zorro.
Would you care to try something more robust? Or do you feel unequal to the task?
No, on the contrary, Don Alejandro. I think only of your distasteful perspiration.
Taking up the mantle of Zorro, the masked vigilante, Alejandro is already a fleet-footed swordsman. It's no wonder he's so light on his feet when it comes to dancing. Elena is the beautiful and volatile daughter of a sadistic governor. Together, they make magic as the throbbing music plays on. With all the ferocious grabbing and dips, it's a wonder someone didn't get whiplash. If you want passion, Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones have it. She's wild and free, he's suave and totally in control. And they're both glistening with just the right amount of sweat.
Excuse me, Don Rafael. I need to catch my breath. Dora is a very spirited dancer.
Number 5. Perhaps, 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 Strictly Ballroom. Baz Luhrmann's romantic comedy set in the competitive ballroom scene has plenty of high-energy, charmingly sexy dances. There's electricity between Scott and Fran right away.
Where did that come from?
It's a step I've been working on at home.
Show me?
They have noticeable gaps in ballroom experience. He's a seasoned pro while she's a rookie, but there's no denying that they're a match in every way that counts. Their most scintillating duet is set to Doris Day's Perhaps, Perhaps, Perhaps.
You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You always tell me. Perhaps, perhaps.
A misunderstanding threatens to end this partnership before it begins, but Scott chases Fran down backstage, and the two share an intimate dance as onlookers gradually start watching. Because what says I'm sorry better than a slinky routine with intense eye contact?
Look, what's going on there? Let's go. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps.
Number 4. You're the One That I Want, Grease. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John are a match made in movie heaven. Once good girl Sandy goes bad and trades in her pinks and pastels for black leather, it's all over.
Sandy?
Tell me about it, Stud.
All that explosive chemistry threatens to set the screen on fire during You're the One That I Want. These two manage to make a musical number set at a fairground seem like the height of romance.
Meditate my direction. Feel your way.
Newton-John is strutting her stuff in a way the movie hasn't let her before, and Travolta looks like he's about to start panting. Don't even get us started on the Shake Shack. Number 3. Cheek to Cheek, Top Hat. We know, it's nearly impossible to pick just one Fred and Ginger duet.
And I seem to find the happiness I see when out together dancing cheek to cheek.
Their chemistry was always just chef's kiss. That's why they're still one of the greatest dancing duos ever. For us, nothing shows it better than when they're out together dancing cheek to cheek. They glide across the floor with effortless flow, embodying the epitome of ballroom elegance. This dance captures that dreamy, romantic feeling that's often at the heart of their films. It's a vision of perfect harmony and idealized love, transporting the audience to a world where grace and romance reign supreme. Every move is synced like they share one mind and body. Watching them, it's literally heaven. Number 2. I've had the time of my life. Dirty Dancing.
Nobody puts Baby in a corner.
Part of what makes Baby and Johnny's romance irresistible is how dissimilar they are. She's the inexperienced daughter of a doctor. He's a bad boy who's barely hanging on to a job as a dance instructor at a ritzy Catskills resort. Together, they're electric.
So I'll tell you something. This could be love.
Cry to Me is one of the steamiest dance duets on film, but we have to give it to the climactic celebration set to Dirty Dancing's most famous song. After all they've been through as dance and romantic partners, they fully trust each other. Patrick Swayze is at his most charming, and Jennifer Grey looks like she might melt in his arms. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Argentine Tango, Take the Lead. The students got a lot more than just a dance lesson. The Dance Competition, Silver Linings Playbook. It's a sizzling 10 from us. Tony and Maria meet at the gym, West Side Story, one of the most romantic meet-cutes in movie musical history. The Waltz, Anna Karenina, that eye contact. Assassin's Tango, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Fiery in every sense.
I said you were just a cover.
Wasn't I?
Or wasn't I?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Lendler, The Sound of Music.
This way. Hop, step, hop, and under. Good. We'll have to practice.
Do allow me, will you?
When Maria arrives to be the Von Trapp's new governess, the captain's welcome is less than friendly. But recognizing her talent with children and gift for music, his ice starts to thaw.
You brought music back into the house? I'd forgotten. Fräulein, I want you to stay.
One of the biggest moments of connection between them is this charged dance scene, where Von Trapp leads Maria in a traditional Austrian folk dance called the Lendler. Their eyes lock, and they move in perfect harmony, seemingly forgetting they aren't alone. Their bond is so palpable, we forget it too. She gets so flustered she has to stop. Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer play the whole thing beautifully.
Your face is all red, is it? I don't suppose I'm used to dancing.
Which dance had you reaching for the AC? Let us know in the comments.
For dancing soon becomes romancing.